6 hours.
Whoa. 6 hours?
I don't think that's right. Okay.
Oh, that is right.
Page 720. Yeah, I put it like. Okay, just
And then
do
I'm
it.
gonna. Well, I'm afraid you're gonna hit one of my little buttons, and it's gonna like.
Okay, I wanted to see if the angle was gonna work.
Oh, okay.
Which I think.
Oh my god, I can mute that. Oh, that's a little better. Oh, I'm the genius.
That is hilarious. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, cool. We're waiting for.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Is this on now? This is on. All right. Welcome everybody. I'm so glad you could all make it. This is really fun for us to get to play for a crowd. So this is fun. Yay. First of all, I just wanted to introduce the hooligans in the front row. This is my family, and they're visiting from Provo, Utah. My mom, Mary Elizabeth, my dad, William, my older sister, Sarah, and my youngest brother, Jojo. You have to wait for something. Jill really wanted me to put them on the spot, and I think it was a good idea.
I said, this is your moment to take all the credit.
Take all the credit, yes. So our group name is Full Gremlin. We are very excited to share our music with you. Our first piece is actually a project that we were working on recently, and I'm going to hand the microphone over to Ben Rouder, who is the composer of this piece. Do you want to come up and Oh yeah, no, I asked her, I promise. It was happening.
Yeah. Hi everyone. My name is Ben. I am a composer getting my master's degree at UMKC. And this summer, myself and a few other composers went on this trip to Alaska and were asked to write a composition in response to that trip. And so Full Gremlin was the ensemble that we were asked to write for. And yeah, it was really a pleasure to work with them. Often I write a piece that from start to finish and send it off to an ensemble, and then I hear it for the first time maybe like a few moments, but days before. But during this collaboration, we were able to come in a lot during dress rehearsals and be able to talk through some ideas that worked and didn't work. And actually with Beth's part, we had a conversation where I actually changed up a lot of the music, so it made a lot more sense for her part. So that collaboration was really, really nice. So it's nice to come here for a second time. So yeah, that's my deal.
Thank you. Oh, maybe just to explain our name real quick. Full Gremlin is maybe a little unusual for some classical musicians, but we were put together in a chamber ensemble. I've never actually had to say this before. Here we go. So we were put together at the beginning of this year, and we just really bonded very, very quickly and felt very comfortable with each other and were able to read each other musically. But the thing that happened with their name is that I walked into rehearsal and I think I was like doing something weird, like peeling an orange while we were talking or eating some weird breakfast that I brought in a cereal bowl, something like that, while we were playing. Well, while I had rest and they were playing. But anyway, and they kind of pointed it out and we all laughed at me. And then I said, I really appreciate this group. I feel like I could be my full gremlin self around you guys. And so then that became our band name. Yeah, anyway, so Full Gremlin, my full gremlin selves. So we hope that you get to tap into your own full gremlin selves tonight as you listen to our program. This first song is Memory Erosion by Ben Rouder. And we're going to get started.
Why don't you introduce them?
Oh, that's a good idea. Really good idea. Thank you. Okay, my name is Beth Christensen. I play the piano. This is Elena Collins. She plays clarinet. This is Leslie Hisman on flute and Abby Fierkov on percussion. You might have seen us wheeling some pieces of vibraphone around today in the halls, and that's why. So I think we're good. Oh yeah, also feel free at the end of this concert, we're gonna get started, I promise. But at the end of this concert, feel free to come ask questions or chat with us after or anything. And last thing, I just remembered, it's been requested that I explain the pedals that we'll be using. So most of us have our music on iPads, And that makes it so that we don't have to carry pounds of music on our backs all the time. But with the iPads, we have a pedal underneath that if we click it, either with, you're playing and you want to use your hands, but your foot can press the pedal and it turns the page of your iPad. So that is the magical phenomenon happening that you'll probably notice. Yeah. We can do a demonstration later if you want. Abby is old school. We love her. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna get started. Thank you again for coming, and we hope you have a lovely performance. Concert.
So our next piece on the program is another piece from that Alaska Composition Partnership written by our friend Daniel Togni, and it's called Two Dreams at Denali. It's really supposed to be kind of ethereal, dreamlike, if you will. And one of the really fun things about this piece is he wrote for this flute, which is not the flute I was playing a minute ago. It is much bigger, much honkier, and it's called the alto flute. So think like there's, most often I think of the saxophone family, like there's alto, tenor, bari, and they just keep getting bigger. Flutes do that too, just you don't play them as commonly. So I get to play this lower boy, and it's a really fun time. So we hope you'll enjoy this piece.
It's a little clingy. There you go.
Huge.
It is huge.
It's real big.
We've thought about that.
We'd like put it on like a stand. When I'm practicing, I'll
There we go. We almost got it. There we go. Okay. Let's just kind of play a joke on me or something. Okay. So this next piece is actually has to do with my family a little bit. I don't know if they knew about this though, so just give me one sec. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so if you guys remember, there was that thing where the whole world shut down and everyone was sick and it was scary and we were all really bored and all of that. So during that time, if you remember, I had to write a piece for my music theory class, and I was with my family. We were kind of trapped together, and so I decided to write a piece for my family. And there's kind of a lot of us. There's at the time there were 10 total. No. Michael and Josie were out of state. Anyway, but there were 8 of us together in the house. And I wanted to write a song that had instruments that all 8 of us could be playing. So it was originally called something like Etude Number 1 for violin, cello, guitar, ocarina, bass, or trombone, French horn, piano, and flute. Or something like that. I did maybe more than 8 there, but we had 8 of us playing, and when we had this kind of interesting instrumentation, I thought, oh, this is perfect for that really weird piece I wrote, because, I can just mush it up into 4 people instead of 8 people. So this is Connect. This is the piece that I rearranged for full Gremlin quartet. So here we go. on it, yes.
That's true underscore.
Yes, I know. Oh, that was my student did that.
Oh, that makes me more sense.
There we go. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, it is a little long, but we're gonna figure that out later. And now it's on. Thank you very much. There we go.
I have to do a lot of setup while I say this, so let's all hope I can get that done. This next piece we're gonna play for you is an electric aroma, a most disagreeable noise. At least that's the quote the piece is based off of by Pablo Picasso. This piece was actually written by a very young composer, not one we know, kind of unfortunately. His name's Viet Cuong, and he really took inspiration from this Pablo Picasso quote, as I hope you'll hear in here. We're gonna start by making pretty pleasant sounds, I think. I think we make pleasant sounds, I hope we make pleasant sounds. But you'll notice it kind of sounds like you're at a circus or a carnival, and you know, if you've ever been in a carnival too long, maybe some of the rides start breaking down, and maybe the clowns aren't as friendly as they were at the beginning or something. And so as this piece goes on, you'll kind of hear more disagreeable noises come up from us on purpose, on purpose, on purpose. So some of those disagreeable noises you might get to hear are some nice song, like actually singing, right? Yeah. Flutter tongues, and Harmonics on the flute by Leslie. Lovely, I don't think that's disagreeable at all. And then you might hear some real funky, I would say, multiphonics from Elena on the clarinet. That's jazz to me, that's funky. Beth will be holding it all together, pretty much, keeping this carnival from totally breaking down as the piece goes
I
on.
just do my job, people. I just do my job.
As always, honestly. And my kind of contribution to this is I will be providing the electricity, the electric part of the electric aroma. And maybe I'll leave that a surprise, mostly because I still have a lot of setup to get done, and I don't want to be here forever. You guys have lives, you have things to do. So I'll set up, and you guys will talk.
Yeah. You're the one who said we say something. We'll have some questions right now. Does anyone have any questions about things that we've been doing or about us as people or ensembles? Raise your hand.
Where are you each from, and
Where
how
are
do
we
they
each
go
from?
to UMKC Conservatory?
Okay, excellent. I will go first. I am from Milwaukee, Wisconsin originally, and I went to undergrad in Indiana at a tiny school called Cuong University, which Abby also went to. That's where I met Abby. And then Abby came here the year before me and told me about how great the school is, so I was like, well, I gotta check it out. And ended up liking the teacher who's back there a lot, and so now I'm here.
Last week.
Yeah, so I'm from Connecticut originally, and I did my 4 years of undergrad in Denver at the University of Denver. So, kind of been hopping around. And I've been here for a year, so this is my second year of my master's program. Y'all probably know Beth, but.
You kind of know me already, but just a refresher, I'm from Provo, Utah, and I went to school also in Provo, Utah at Brigham Young University.
Excellent. And that's Abby. Abby grew up in St. Louis, so not far from here. Went to DePaul with me, as I said. I don't know how you found out about UMKC. I think you had friends who went here.
I have no idea how I found
Okay.
out about you.
Well, I grew up in St. Louis, so Kansas City, close by. I've always heard about it.
Abby, do you need more time?
No, I'm about
Very
there.
good.
Oh, yes.
There we go. I think it's your turn. I hope everyone's still doing good with their heart rate and their blood pressure. I hope you're all fine.
Did you enjoy that one? Did you like that one? Yeah. That was the first piece we learned as a group, that last one, electrical aroma. It was actually like the only piece that we could find written for this instrumentation. So we learned that, we learned it really well. The next and the final piece of the night is a piece written for that same Alaska collaboration by Jacob Thomas, another friend of ours at UMKC. He wrote a piece that has like kind of two parts. It's kind of like this slow and meditative section in the beginning, and then we get into this really fast section that sounds sort of like a folk dance. A jig. Yeah, jig, that's what we're calling it. And then it like returns to the meditative section for a second, and we go back to the jig for a really fun, exciting ending. And the first time we played this piece, it was the first piece we got. And we played it through, and we were like, this is it. This is the concert closer on every concert for the next 3 years, you know? So we're really excited about this piece again. Sing out, sing, yeah, it was fun. Excellent, we hope you enjoy our final piece. It's called Denali Dances by Jacob Thomas. I didn't turn it off.
Thank you. I got you.
Thank you.
Denali.
You good?
We really appreciate it, and feel free to come and talk to us or introduce yourself. I'd love to introduce you to my friends. So feel free to come. Thank you for coming tonight. We really appreciate it.